Hi, I'm Steve Semken. I'm a professor of geology in the ASU School of Earth and Space Exploration. It's important to note that this butte and all of the land around it is the traditional homeland of the indigenous Akamela O'odham and Pipash people. Before that, it was also the homeland of the ancestral Hohokam people. The ASU campus surrounds the butte on the south, and to the north there's been a great deal of recent construction, lots of new buildings along there. So it's a little bit difficult to imagine what this place must have looked like centuries ago when none of this construction was here, when there was just the butte, and then to the north the channel of the Salt River, and on the other side of the river additional buttes. So this butte on the south side of the river and the other buttes on the north side of the river are particularly close together. So this creates a natural constriction in the channel of the Salt River. The river is narrower here than it is for many miles either upstream or downstream. So this became a natural place for people to cross the river, and therefore a place where people wanted to live and to grow crops. And so this place would have been a natural population center for the ancestral Hohokam people. There are many Hohokam structures in this vicinity, even on this butte. The surface that we're standing on here, which is now a parking lot, but until recently was a surface of sand and gravel, represents an old floodplain of the Salt River just to the north, a flat surface which we refer to as a terrace. This is an area where the river was flowing in the past before it migrated a little bit to the north. Starting in the days of the Hohokam people, it was recognized that these particular terraces were excellent for irrigated agriculture because they were very close to the river, both in distance and in elevation. They were just a short distance above the river, so it was very easy to divert water onto the terraces upstream and then just allow it to flow downhill, downstream on those terraces. And so these terraces became favored areas to grow crops, and this continued up until to the more recent history of the city of Tempe. Sun Devil Stadium today sits in a hollow between the main part of Tempe Butte and a smaller hill to the east. Back in the 1870s, when the modern city of Tempe was founded, a very colorful person by the name of Darrell Dupa looked at that hollow between the two buttes, which at the time had nothing in it, and he thought it looked very beautiful. And in fact, it reminded him of a legendary place in Greece called the Vale of Tempe, which was said to be one of the homelands of the Olympian gods. And so he proposed that this town be named Tempe in honor of this beautiful little hollow between the buttes, which of course today is occupied by Sun Devil Stadium.